for being here. My name is Rachel. This is Rundown with Rachel, where I really just like to get to the point on things that help contribute to a happier, healthier, more confident lifestyle. Walking has got to be the most underrated form of exercise. I happened upon this discovery of how underrated walking is when I suddenly had to have surgery. And as a result of the surgery, I wouldn't be able to work out for 6 weeks. I'm someone who used to go to HIIT classes, so high intensity interval training, just about every day. I was really concerned about the fact that I would have surgery and I wouldn't be able to do these classes that I love for 6 weeks. 6 weeks. After my surgery, first week really couldn't do anything, was bedridden. After that, I would be able to walk. So walk I did. And thank goodness that this happened, because had it not been for that, I'd probably still be straining myself on these intense workouts. Well, turns out by walking every day, and I'm not talking short distances, I'm talking walking an hour to an hour and a half at a good pace, tightening my core, making the most of it. So it by no means was just a brisk walk in the park, all lollygagging. There was some intention behind it. Within that 6 weeks, I was realizing, wow, I'm not gaining any weight. If nothing else, I'm looking longer and leaner. It was incredible. When I would look at my Apple Watch to see how many calories I'd burn after an hour, hour and a half walk, it would be more than I would get from a high intensity workout class. And not to mention, I wasn't as hungry as I would be with the high intensity workout classes after. I was burning more calories, upwards of 500 calories on these long walks, because again, I was walking at a good pace, I was tightening my core, I was putting some intention behind it, I was burning more calories, I was eating less, my joints felt better, and overall my body was looking better. It wasn't until being forced into it that I would ever consider walking as one primary form of working out. But moving forward, I make it a point to get a long walk in every day. And I share this because for anyone that's considering, hey, what could I do that would be low impact but effective? Highly recommend walking. Having my own personal discovery for how wonderful walking could be for me, it had me reevaluate what my workout goals were, what my workout plan would be. And I started to look into programs that were really built around a plan. So years ago, I had started the Bikini Body Guide, or BBG, which was very popular. And I really got great results from that because there was a plan. Everybody started at a certain point. You built up over time. It got more challenging. There wasn't so much of a plateau that can often happen. And as much as I love the results, it was really hard on my joints and it just wasn't realistic for me. So knowing that walking was so good for me, being reminded that having a plan is so important, I ended up coming across the Tracy Anderson Method, which I started 3 weeks ago. And I am thrilled with the results I'm seeing so far. Tracy Anderson Method has been around for years. You actually can find these videos even on YouTube. I did buy her DVDs just because I do want to support her, but the program is called Metamorphosis. And what's so great about Metamorphosis is not only is there a plan, but it takes into account your body type. There's 3 different body types she recognizes. Abcentric, which is more of that apple-shaped body type, or someone that gains weight in their midsection. Omnicentric, which is more of the hourglass figure, or someone that gains weight really all over. And then she has the leg-centric, which is more of the pear-shaped body, so someone that gains weight more on their lower half. She takes that into account, and the workouts are modified by that, which is really, really cool. And then it builds up over time. Every 10 days you do a different workout, but every day of those 10 days you're doing the same workout, which you know what to expect. It's been very challenging, but in a different way. It's challenging in that it burns throughout. You know that you're targeting muscles, but also it's not hurting my joints. There's not a ton of jumping around and all that. Tracy Anderson, in addition to these workouts, which only take 30 minutes, she recommends doing 30 minutes of cardio every day. And she has her own approaches to cardio you can do in the form of dancing that she has. And for me, I've just been using walking as my cardio. What also makes Tracy Anderson's program different is she really points out that we want to focus on building and strengthening small muscle groups that she identifies. And that's really what sold me on trying her program. Is I was recognizing that doing this HIIT training, my muscles were getting bigger. So one thing I didn't mention was after my 6 weeks of recovery from surgery, I dove right back into HIIT training, and I was really disappointed to see that my muscles were getting bigger. I was getting bigger, and that's really what pushed me to take a step back and think, you know what? Walking gave me better results than I got from HIIT training. Surely there's more that I need to explore and there's other options I can look into. That's really what pushed me to look for a program like Tracy Anderson's. Already, I'm noticing that my body is even more leaner, stronger. The muscle groups that would get bigger from HIIT training are not, and I'm really just liking the results. So I'm looking forward to seeing how going through the remainder of the Metamorphosis ab-centric program, what the results will be like. This is something that's given me a completely different lease on life. I'm so thrilled that I found something, both walking and this Tracy Anderson method, that I feel is sustainable and gives me the results I'm looking for. If you'd like to learn more about that and see my progress, highly recommend that you subscribe, click that notification bell, as I will be developing content to just share my results with you. So I hope this video has been helpful and giving you a chance to consider that walking is highly underrated and that there's other workout programs out there that don't have to completely put you at battle with your body and allow you to see incredible results.